What is good, guys? It's Casey Dream here, and just deciding to keep y'all waiting on stuff on it. I was just like, hey, let's just rather go ahead with book two, Other people will catch up later, I guess. Oops, wrong one. And if this is why I actually want to do this as a reading, but let's finish the first chapter of book two first. This would be like another story on the Septifier list. The hybrid. No. Chapter 1, Reborn. It was my second day of being reborn, I suppose, or Angeline puts it according to Mark. The true training starts today. Well, tonight actually. Mark wasn't sure how my skin reacts to the sun and how my body will react to the tablets. You seem to be a tad overprotective now. Well, after the last couple of weeks, who could blame him really? He dashed through the forest, making me groan as I tried to chase after him. However, I was still tired and getting used to my brand new sleep schedule, which had completely flipped over due to me now being a creature of the night. Since I was tired, I wasn't paying much attention and was face first into a tree. Ow! I exclaimed, rubbing my nose. It was strange. I thought vampires wouldn't feel pain, but here I was discovering all the lies that humans had given vampires. All the lies that humans give vampires. It was still weird to think of myself as no longer human, no longer alive for that matter. Also, Mark and I had figured out that I can only properly process vampire or werewolf blood. What what a joy. I was thirsty. I could feel the craving itching in my spine, but I didn't care to tell Mark. It seemed I get hungry fast than he did. I didn't want him getting more worried than he was. He'd been dealing with the paperwork and whatnot for a couple days. Something about the government needing to know about the few more blood bags or something. I was shaken out of my thought by Mark. He looked at my face, which was still mostly covered with my hand. He smiled gently and pulled my hand away, kissing my no longer hurting nose. I giggled as he wrapped his arms around my waist. You'll get it soon, babe. Soon enough, baby. Let's take a break from training. Tomorrow is gonna and go on a date. He offered. I immediately cheered up a little, nodding eagerly. Yeah, I simply cheered as we walked home. I had bribed Mark with several kisses to end training earlier. So when we got home and cuddled, I smiled as we walked hand in hand back home. Sure, this transformation was pretty hard, but with Mark by my side helping me when I stumbled, it was bearable. We walked in. I was engulfed into the Angeline's hugs. Mark and Felix and I ended up moving to Angeline because Angeline and Felix started they were initial to help me transfer me, help me transformation. Yes, the woods were a good place to train, and that was an ideal place to shift as well and run free. Angeline seemed to like my mother. Okay. Angeline seemed to be like my mother, always concerned about me, even for the tiniest thing. Jack, you're hungry. Why didn't you tell Mark? She questioned. Mark turned to one look. You're hungry, aren't you? No, you lie, Mark. I was like, oh, goddamn. Mark turned to look at her strangely. What do you mean he's hungry? What do you mean he's hungry? He fed this evening. Mark questions coming closer. I'm not hungry, just tired. If I was hungry, I would tell you guys, I said with a weak smile. As though God heard my prayers, Felix walked in, looking and overlooking me. Want to go for one with me, Cub? Yes, Cub was my considering nickname. I was a rookie wolf. Who you calling club? Who you calling a club runt? I retorted. He simply shook his head as he walked towards the door. Sure, I tried, but running kind of helped me calm down. I was going to go on a quick jog. Be home soon. If anything happens, I'll holler. I'll be safe and not leave the floor's perimeter, and I'll avoid the pack. I said, listing off all the procedures he gave me. He always gave me before I go on runs. Can I come with you? Mark whined like a puppy. I'll be back soon, I said, pecking him on the lips and walking to the door. Felix didn't close. I love you, Mark called. I turned around and see him sitting on the couch that we moved over here. That it was only thing we bought from the other than clothes, and it's just a kind of important significance to our history. True. Most likely Jackson slept on the couch so much it's just like, he died on the couch. He came back in a coffin, but anyway, it was near the couch. He got a concussion on the couch. He bled on the couch. There's a lot of stuff that happened on that couch. Okay, anyway. Love you more, I replied with the grin before running off. I heard him shout, impossible. And heard his shout, impossible. But I already was on the trail. I must have been really hungry since my world began to spin in the middle of my run. I stopped myself leaning against a tree for support. I looked over to the river and smiled as I went to it and sat down, calming myself. I noticed the other president approaching me a while before they cleared their throat. I can't read. I can't find my place. I'm gonna cry. I stopped myself leaning against the tree. Felt them before they cleared their throat. I turned around to see a girl, one of her, one whiff of her scent, and I could tell that he could tell he was real part of the pack. What do you mean? I asked, standing up. Well, I mean, what do you want? What the hell did I get? What do you mean? What do you want? I asked, standing up. Happy that the world wasn't spinning around me. You're that silver wolf that Felix roams with. Which is weird since you don't have silver hair, she stated, grabbing my hair and examining it. I have a couple of grays, genetic thing. Now, if you'll excuse me, I was trying to get around her, but it simply blocked my way. I raised my eyebrows. Cry. I've been looking at Cry's videos, and I'm like, what? Cry wants to meet you sometimes, just to discuss some rules while you're on our territory. Does around noon sound okay? That's in 7 hours, she asks. I have to sneak out to make it at that time. I suppose it will allow me to see what happens. The sun. I'll try to make it. We can meet up here and you can lead me to him. My name is Sheen, by the way. I said as I offered my hand. She smiled, shaking it. I looked to see the sun were beginning to rise. Well, I got to go. I'll see you soon, I called. She nodded before running off. I quickly sprinted back. I got to the house as quickly as possible, closing the door gently, not tell her, Mark. Fuck, Jack. Are you crazy? It's sunrise. You said you wouldn't take too long. Just think about it, just like, oh shit. As soon as the door closed, you just hear your name hollering, son of a bitch. He said, wrapping his arms around me. I fell a while and I was trying to practice. I fell a while and I was trying to practice some more, and I was kind of getting enchanted by the night sky. I started to get better at lying. Sometimes I really wasn't proud of. Something I really wasn't proud of. Well, okay now, let's try to get some sleep. You'll feed, and just, I feed you tonight, baby. Just like, what the fuck, no. Well, you're okay, let's try to get some sleep and I'll feed you tonight. He said, I swear you sound like you're talking. Yeah, I know, right? I swear you sound like you're talking to a newborn. I groaned. Well, technically, you are a newborn vampires. Now come on, enough talking. We're resting. We're learning how to fly tomorrow, causing me to groan. He chuckled as we got into bed. His arms around me and my eyes on the clock. Mark was fast asleep at 11:45, allowing me to easily slip out of his grip. Angeline was out on an errand, and Felix was probably out with some wolves doing God's knows what. It's like Felix is the rebels. It's like no one knows what he does or what he's done. Oh my God. Opened the door quietly, putting my arm into the sunlight. a slight tingling sensation. I struck and closed the door behind me, trying to stay in the shadows as much as possible as I crossed the river. Oh, look at Jack. All rebellion. So yeah, this is a continuation to He Bites. I hope I don't disappoint any of you with it. I should be sleeping me like all last night. I should be sleeping, but let's knock those videos out of the park. Anywho, this is comment if you're new, subscribe. If you're new, subscribe. You can still like and comment, like the video. Hit that like button in the face. I'm not Jacksepticeye. Stop it. And next video is gonna be on that other book. So doing 2 books at once. I need 3 books at once if I really want to say it. Because if I'm doing the Bill Cipher and Dipper Pines fanfic, I don't know. I think I should do that. Anywho, 3 books at once. So you better catch up, guys. But this is Casey the Dream signing off. Love you lots. Bye-bye.